Now all you have to do is just take your charge cooler and just rock it back into place. Now what you're going to want to do before you secure the charge cooler into the rubber boot is make sure that you put the big hose clamp around this, because you're going to slide it up, right? I don't have it in place right now, so you're just going to have to put it around the rubber boot. So once you get this settled into the rubber boot, you can slide the hose clamp up. I would have the little worm drive on the hose clamp right here facing this direction, so you can get either a screwdriver or a wrench on it and tighten it down. Don't forget to plug your sensor back in, and if the cable's fallen down, which it probably has, is before you swing your charge cooler over, make sure to get that cable and pull it back up so you can plug it back in, okay? But go ahead and get your charge cooler all secured again and pressed. Once it's in the boot, you press it down onto its feet, which is actually usually presses it down into the boot a little bit more, and then you can tighten down that worm drive on the hose clamp. Then we'll move back over and we'll do the charge pipes. We'll put it all back together and you'll be done. Okay, so first thing I've done is I've actually put the rubber boot on here on the back intake for the charge cooler. I've also taken both of the hose clamps that are loose and just slid them over the top so I can get to them in just a second. If you've got a rag in the top of your turbo, go ahead and take that out. And then just slide and work this back in. Just play Tetris, to get it to fit back into place, and you'll just wiggle it around and wiggle it around until it turns around and gets in the right location. And it'll just sit back down right on the top of your turbo.